Afternoon, everyone. It is April the 2nd, no longer the Day of Fools. I did not record yesterday because I didn't have anything planned for the Day of Mischief. Thanks to this quarantine, it's kind of put a kibosh on a lot of my plans. However, today's a brand new day. It is sunny and gorgeous, and I figured we could spend an hour together having story time. What do you say? I say let's begin. All right. Where are we anyway? Oh, that's right. We made it to the College of Winterhold. Excuse me. I still haven't quite shaken the full crud. Ooh. Liazer. Oh, hey, I am armored out pretty good. Hey, I'll take it. You know when you don't play a game for a couple of days, you get kind of lost a little bit? That's me. Just a little lost. Because it's been a minute. And I'm sure we're going to find many books to take care of.
Chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Our senior members know.
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
Why do they look like vampires to me? The Thalmor just look like really weird vampires. It's been one of my main questions for a while. All right, let's participate in class.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
What are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Give us a chance to show you what we can do.
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
No, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, you start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, pass.
Let's see. He wants me to block his ward.
Ward spell, and keep it up. Have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, pass the ward spell, and keep it up.
I don't have enough magicka. stop looking at me. This is too much pressure. I can't. I can't. Y'all are watching me. Oi.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wars, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sawfall nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
There we go. Alright, we successfully made it through here. Now, let's take a look at what we've got. I still have not talked to the Greybeards nor joined the Stormcloaks. So, my question is, am I at least... Where did I leave off? That's a nice bow. Curious. Curious. Very, very, very curious. Very curious. So I made it to Winterhold. I've not been to Riften, or Mistwatch, or Iverstead because I still haven't went to High Hrothgar. And I have not went to Falkreath. So... Curiosity. Do I at least have the breeze home? That's what I want to know. Uh-oh.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Okay, here's my opportunity to become the next thing of another spot. Let's see what it gave me.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. River's Song, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidgeir, and I have the honor to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath Hold, I invite you to speak to me the next time you are in Falkreath. Aside from the honor that accrues to the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I also can tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkreath would be available for your purchase should your services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Sidgeir of Falkreath. God, he sounds like a milk drinker. I'm not a milk drinker. You're a milk drinker. I've got 5,000 gold.
I have 137,000.
Alright, so it looks like I've not gotten far. Am I at least a companion?
I think you joined companions, you just didn't do anything more than that.
Okay.
We Greymanes got just
I took a day off yesterday and binged watched season 3 of Victoria, and I don't remember what I've been up to. since it's been a couple of days. So I'm going to run up here and see it. You know, I don't see Bleak Falls Barrow and everything, so it looks like I must have made a friend, at least. He's probably going to tell me to go talk to the Greybeards.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. Keep safe.
It seems our enemies have no end of spies, saboteurs, and assassins to send against us.
Aren't you at chill for one?
Me? Of course.
Of course. She's just all cheer.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Sure you cheer.
Yeah, I kind of don't need her just yet. Now, my question is, do I want to start with the Breeze Home and store some of these items? It doesn't look like I have too much. Yeah, I have the Axe of Whiterun. And the Axe of Fear, which I don't necessarily think. I'm still trying to find an item with sneak on it because somebody told me that that's the best enchantment to use. Oh god, I came in this room, didn't I? Ah, books for days. That's the point of this, isn't it? It's story time.
That it is.
Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna try and not let my twitchy voice stop me from reading to you. So, we're going to start today's story time with Lost Legends of Skyrim by Talsgar the Elder, Archivist of Winterhold, which we just came from. The history of Skyrim is vast, predating even the most ancient records of man and Mer. Much has been lost, fallen to the ravages of war or the turning of the ages, but nothing is ever truly forgotten. Where no records exist, legends and folktales offer us a key to the past, a way to piece together truths half remembered in the minds of men. For generations, the people of Morthal have told whispered tales of the Pale Lady, a ghostly woman who wanders the northern marshes, forever seeking her lost daughter. Some say she steals children who wander astray. Others that her sobbing wails strikes dead all those who hear it. But behind these tales may lie a kernel of truth. For ancient records speak of Omriel, a mysterious figure Ysgramor's heirs battled for decades and finally sealed away. Reachmen tell the story of Fowlin, Red Eagle, an ancient king who rallied his people and drove back the armies of Cyrodiil with a flaming sword. Though accounts vary, they too seem to be based on an underlying truth. The imperial chronicles of Empress Hestra mention a rebel leader of that era who was eventually cornered and slain in battle, at the cost of a full legion of men. But some tales prove far harder to analyze. Among scholars, perhaps the best known is the forbidden legend at the Archmaid Guldur. In the dawning days of the First Era, the story goes there lived a powerful wizard by the name of Guldur. Wise and just, he was well known in the courts of King Harald and the Jarls of Skyrim, and his aid and counsel were sought by man and Mer alike. And then he was murdered. Some say one of his sons killed him. Others that King Harald, jealous of power, gave the order. But Guldur's 3 sons fled into the night, pursued by a company of Harald's best warriors and the Lord Geirmund, the king's personal battle mage. A great chase ensued, from the wilds of the Reach to the glacial north. One brother is said to have perished in the ruins of Folgenther, at the foot of Solitude. The others were run to ground soon thereafter, and once it was done, King Harald ordered every record of their murders destroyed, and Goldur's name and deeds were struck from the rolls of history. Even today, few sources remain, and no bard will tell the tale. But perhaps the truth yet remains in some ancient ruin, waiting to be unearthed, for nothing is ever truly forgotten. Ah, crap, that started our quest. Of course it did. Alright, first story under our belt. And yes, I'm running in here, which means I have to read another story, but I want to make sure that I am at least a member. Make sure I started this quest line.
Come to me with questions. I, Skjar, was looking for you earlier. I don't know, but he sounded impatient.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
Yeah, you're right.
Apparently I didn't join the companions all the way yet. So now...
You still have your initiation, I guess you can say.
I guess so. Yeah, he was inside. I thought he was inside. I wondered why it was guiding me out. That's because I had Jarl Falkreath on the menu. Alright, let's go talk to Skjor and read one of the books in the Drovaskr.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
Ah, there you are. I did. Your time, it seems, has come. Last week, a scholar came to us. Said he knew where we could find another fragment of Ulfr. He seemed a fool to me. If he's right, the honor of the companions demand that we seek it out. This is a simple errand. The time is right for it to be your trial. Carry yourself with honor. You'll become a true companion.
There we go.
Marcus will be your shield sibling on this venture, Well, he'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
Alright, let's find Farkas. Here he is. Hey, big guy.
I hope you've read it yourself. So I'm told. Let's see if you impress. Don't delay, Shield Sister.
Alright. What's my inventory looking like? Not much. So the question of the day is... do I go ahead and... I should probably break these down. All three of those items. I got a lot of miscellaneous stuff that the dragon scales and stuff. Yeah, that's heavy. Do I go ahead and purchase the...
This is why you carry Lydia around.
I just can't stand her voice.
That's why you just ignore her.
I can't. She just annoys me. I don't know why, but she rubs me the wrong way. And now that I've tagged him, she won't come with me. She'll say I have somebody. So I'm thinking to... I'm gonna go to Falkreath.
Yeah, go to Falkreath and get that house Carl.
get that
House
house,
Carl,
Carl, but I also can get the foundation of that house going. If I do that, that'll include a chest and um
Could you spare a coin? Yes? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
I'm weak for the kids. Weak for the children. I'm completely weak for the children.
So good. So juicy.
Sophia, I'll adopt her, and then that poor little boy that's,
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
the one that lives outside because there's just no room for him, and he does all the laboring. I'm gonna pick him up. He's a good kid. Those are
I
gonna be.
tend to pick up Lucia and
Yeah, you tend to pick up the two.
Sophia.
Yeah, you tend to pick up the two girls. I pick up Sophia and that little boy who kind of gets run ragged and.
See, I like the little girl that sells flowers.
That's Sophia.
Lucia. That was Lucia. Lucia sleeps outside behind the inn. For fuck's sake.
I'm talking about the one that's in Winterhold.
Me with questions.
I'm talking about the. Oh yeah, yeah. Sophia. Then Lucia is the one that sells flowers in Windhelm.
Yeah, the Cold
You
City.
mean- Yeah, Windhelm.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. The girl. I don't. 50 gold. You know what? That's exorbitant.
For
But
what?
Costing me 50 gold to ride his carriage because I don't feel like running.
That's not exorbitant.
Yeah, it is.
50 gold is like sort of. God.
Whole country's full of them down south.
He'll take me everywhere else for only 20.
It'll take you to the bigger cities for 20.
Oh, of course it's dark. How late is it? It might be too late to bug the Jarl, but let's see if I can wake him up. Ah, crap. Dragon time! I got a new bow. Let me test it out on your flankiness. Come on, land, big boy. Got something for you. Something bite. Come on. Really? You didn't want to play with me today? Oh, I could have used another dragon. Ah, what a bad dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna wake him up, big boy.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you.
Is it? You haven't even met me.
Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it. Good. Until later, then.
See? Big boy came around the corner to look at me, too. Alright. I get to go play with... Let's see. I gotta go all the way to there. I can cut some of my time off. Down the road and then make a right. Run away, little dear. You're not my quarry tonight.
Don't you want the antlers?
That one didn't have big antlers. That one was just a deer, not one of those big stags. Oh, crap. Big kitty. Very big kitty. Oh, and he wants me. Yeah, nope. Ouch. Ouch. Big kitty.
Sure you a big titty.
That's a big titty. And now it's a dead titty.
I guess you'd call him that tit.
I did. He's a biggin. He's a big kitty. Now, look at that. Look at that. He killed the fox.
Rude.
I know.
Kill all the saber kitties.
Now all the saber kitties must die for being rude?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any one of them I spot, I kill in your honor for...
I appreciate you.
Aw, look at this pretty horse. But, free hide. So, not gonna complain. And here's the poor cart. And a poor Khajiit. Oh, it's a book! Guess what that means? Speech increased. Woot, woot. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 7, by Joaquin Yarth.
Joaquin.
Like Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
It's like Cool Whip.
Joaquin.
Scene: Sylvanar, Valenwood. Date: 13 Suns Dusk, 3E 397. The banquet at the palace of the Sylvanar was well attended by every jealous bureaucrat and traitor who had attempted to contract the rebuilding of Valenwood. Scandalous. They looked on Decimus Scotti, Leotis Eurus, and Bast with undisguised hatred. It made Scotty very uncomfortable, but Juris delighted in it. As the servants brought in platter after platter of roasted meats, Eurus poured himself a cup of jaga and toasted the clerk. "I can confess it now," said Juris. "I had grave doubts about inviting you to join me on this adventure. All the other clerks and agents of building commissions I contacted were more outwardly aggressive, but none of them made it through, let alone to the audience chamber of the Sylvanar, let alone brokered the deals on their own like you did. Come, have a cup of jaga with me." "No, thank you," said Scotty. "I had too much of that drug in Falanesti, and nearly got sucked dry by a giant tick because of it. I'll find something else to drink." Scotty wandered the hall until he saw some diplomats drinking mugs of a steamed brown liquid, poured from a large silver urn. He asked them if it was tea. "Tea made from leaves?" scoffed the first diplomat. "Not in Valenwood. This is rotmeth." Scotty poured himself a mug and took a tentative sip. It was gamey, bitter, and sugared, and very salty. At first it seemed very disagreeable to his palate, but a moment later he found that he had drained the mug and was pouring another. His body tingled. All the sounds in the chamber seemed oddly disjointed, but not frighteningly so. "So you're the fellow who got the Sylvanar to sign all those contracts," said the second diplomat. "That must have required some deep negotiation." "Not at all, not at all. Just a little basic understand of mercantile trading," grinned Scotty, pouring himself a third mug of rotmeth. The Sylvanar was very eager to involve the imperial state with the affairs of Valenwood. I was very eager to take a percentage of the commission. With all that blessed eagerness, it was merely a matter of putting quill to contract. Bless you. You have been in the employ of His Imperial Majesty very long? Asked the first diplomat. It's a bite, or rather a bit, more complicated than that in the Imperial City. Between you and me, I don't really have a job. I used to work for Lord Atreus and his building commission, but I got sacked. And then the contracts are from Lord Vanek and his building commission, 'cause I got 'em from this fellow Reglius, who was a competitor but still a very fine fellow until he was made dead by those Khajiiti. Scotty drained his fifth mug. When I go back to the Imperial City, then the real negotiations can begin, bless you. I can go to my old employer and to Lord Vanek and say, "Look here, you, which one of you wants these commissions?" And they'll fall over each other to take them from me. It will be a bidding war for my percentage, the likes of which no one, nowhere, has ever seen. So, you're not a representative of His Imperial Majesty the Emperor? Asked the first diplomat. Didn't you hear what I said, you stupid? Scotty felt a surge of rage, which quickly subsided. He chuckled and poured himself a seventh mug. The building commissions are privately owned, but they're still representatives of the Emperor. So I'm a representative of the Emperor, or I will be, when I get these contracts in. It's very complicated. I can understand why you're not following me. Bless you, it's all like the poet said, a dance in fire if you follow the illusion, that is to say, allusion. And your colleagues, are they representatives of the Emperor? Asked the second diplomat. Scotty burst into laughter, shaking his head. The diplomats bade him their respects and went to talk to the minister. Scotty stumbled out of the palace and reeled through the strange, organic avenues and boulevards of the city. It took him several hours to find his way to Prathala Hall and his room. Once there, he slept very nearly on his bed. The next morning, he wrote to Juris and bathed in his room, shaking him. He felt half asleep and unable to open his eyes fully, but otherwise fine. The conversation with the diplomats floated in his mind in a haze like an obscure childhood memory. What in Mara's name is rotmeth? He asked quickly. Rancid, strongly fermented meat juices with lots of spices to kill the poisons, smiled Baths. I should have warned you to stay with Jaga. You must understand the meat mandate by now, laughed Juris. These must marry would rather eat each other than touch the fruit of the vine or the field. What did I say to those diplomats? Cried Scotty, panicking. Nothing bad, apparently, said Juris, pulling out some papers. Your escorts are downstairs to bring you to the Imperial Province. Here are your papers of safe passage. The Sylvanar seems very impatient about business proceeding forward rapidly. He promises to send you some sort of rare treasure when the contracts are fulfilled. See, he's already given me something. Juris showed off his new bejeweled earring, a beautiful large faceted ruby. Baths showed that he had a similar one. The two fat fellows left the room so Scotty could dress and pack. A full regiment of the Sylvanar's guards was on the street in front of the tavern. They surrounded a carriage crested with the official arms of Valenwood. Still dazed, Scotty climbed in, and the captain of the guard gave the signal. They began a quick gallop. Scotty shook himself and then peered behind. Baths and Juris were waving him goodbye. Wait, Scotty cried, aren't you coming back to the Imperial Province too? The Sylvanar asked that we stay behind as Imperial representatives, yelled Leotis Juris, in case there's a need for more contracts and negotiations. He's appointed us undrape, some sort of special honor for foreigners at court. Don't worry, lots of banquets to attend. You can handle the negotiations with Vanek and Atreus yourself, and we'll keep things settled here. Juris continued to yell advice about business, but his voice became indistinct with distance. Soon it disappeared altogether as the convoy rounded the streets of Sylvanar. The jungle loomed suddenly, and then they were in it. Scotty had only gone through it by foot or along the rivers by slow-moving boats. Now it flashed all around him in profusions of greens. The horses seemed even faster moving through underbrush than on the smooth paths of the city. None of the weird sounds or dank smells of the jungle penetrated the escort. It felt to Scotty as if he were watching a play about the jungle with a background of a quickly moving scrim, which offered only the mere suggestion of the place. So it went for 2 weeks. There was lots of food and water in the carriage with the clerk, so he merely ate and slept as the caravan pressed endlessly on. From time to time he'd hear the sound of blades clashing, but when he looked around, whatever had attacked the caravan had long since been left behind. At last they reached the border, where an imperial garrison was stationed. Scotty presented the soldiers who met the carriage with papers. They asked him a barrage of questions that he answered monosyllabic, and then let him pass. It took several more days to arrive at the gates of the imperial city. The horses that had flown so fast through the jungle now slowed down in the unfamiliar territory of the wooden Colovian estates. By contrast, the cries of his province's birds and smells of his province's plant life brought Takuma Scotty alive. It was as if he had been dreaming all the past months. At the gates of the city, Scotty's carriage door was opened for him, and he stepped out on uncertain legs. Before he had a moment to say something to the escort, they had vanished, galloping back south through the forest. The first thing he did now that he was home was go to the closest tavern and have tea and fruit and bread. If he never ate meat again, he told himself, that would suit him very nicely. Negotiations with Lord Atreus and Lord Vanek proceeded immediately thereafter. It was most agreeable. Both commissions recognized how lucrative the rebuilding of Valenwood would be for their agency. Lord Vanek claimed, quite justifiably, that as the contracts had been written and on forms notarized by his commission, he had the legal right to them. Lord Atreus claimed that Decimus Scotty was his agent and representative, and that he had never been released from employment. The Emperor was called to arbitrate, but he claimed to be unavailable. His advisor, the Imperial battle mage Jago Tharn, had disappeared long ago and could not be called on for his wisdom and impartial mediation. Scotty lived very comfortably off the bribes from Lord Atreus and Lord Vanek. Every week a letter would arrive from Juris or Bosch asking about the status of negotiations. Gradually these letters ceased coming, and more urgent ones came from the Minister of Trade and the Sylvanar himself. The War of the Blue Divide with Somerset Isle ended with the Altmeri winning several new coastal islands from the Wood Elves. The war with Elsewhere continued, ravaging the eastern borders of Valenwood. Still, Vanek and Atreus fought over who would help. One fine morning in the early spring of the year 3E 398, a courier arrived at Takuma Scotty's door. Lord Vanek has won the Valenwood Commission, and he requests that you and the contracts come to his hall at your earliest convenience. Has Lord Atreus decided not to challenge further? Asked Scotty. He's been unable to, having died very suddenly just now from a terribly unfortunate accident, said the courier. Scotty had wondered how long it would be before the Dark Brotherhood was brought in for final negotiations. As he walked toward Lord Vanek's building commission, a long, severe piece of architecture on a minor but respectable plaza, he wondered if he had played the game as he ought to have. Could Vanek be so rapacious as to offer him a lower percentage of the commission now that his chief competitor was dead? Thankfully, he discovered Lord Vanek had already decided to pay Scotty what he had proposed during the heat of the winter negotiations. His advisors had explained to him that other lesser building commissions might come forward unless the matter were handled quickly and fairly. Glad we have all the legal issues done with, said Lord Vanek fondly. Now we can get to the business of helping the poor Bosmeri and collecting the profits. It's a pity you weren't our representative for all the troubles with Bendir Mach and the Arnesian business. But there will be plenty more wars, I'm sure of that. Scotty and Lord Vanek sent word to the Sylvanar that at last they were prepared to honor the contracts. A few weeks later, they held a banquet in honor of the profitable enterprise. Decuma Scotty was the darling of the imperial city, and no expense was spared to make it an unforgettable evening. As Scotty met the nobles and wealthy merchants who would be benefiting from his business dealings, an exotic but somehow faintly familiar smell rose in the ballroom. He traced it to its source. A thick roasted slab of meat, so long and thick it covered several platters. The Cyrodiilic revelers were eating it ravenously, unable to find the words to express their delight at its taste and texture. It's like nothing I've ever had before. It's like pig-fed venison. Do you see the marbling of the fat and meat? It's a masterpiece. Scotty went to take a slice, but then he saw something embedded deep in the dried and rendered roast. He nearly collided with his new employer, Lord Vanek, as he stumbled back. "Where did this come from?" Scotty stammered. "From our client, the Sylvanar," beamed his lordship. "It's some kind of local delicacy they call Anthrapa." Scotty vomited and didn't stop for some time. It cast rather a temporary pall on the evening, but when Decuma Scotty was carried off to his manor house, the guests continued to dine. The Anthrapa was the delight of all, even more so when Lord Vanek himself took a slice and found the first of the 2 rubies buried within. How very clever of the Bosmer to invent such a dish, the Cyrodiils agreed. Weird but interesting story. Carrying on.
Definitely weird.
The hell is that? It's a Spriggan. I thought it was. Oh, that's cheating. That is definitely cheating. That is definitely cheating. Fully healed himself. Totally cheated. And now I'm out of potions. Ah, not cool. Not cool, bro.
Should go make some.
I don't think I have supplies right now. And again, I'm kind of overloaded because of the dragon bones and scales. They're quite heavy. And I can't take Lydia because I didn't do that final quest. Oh, my time. I don't think he's looking for me. I think he's a hunter. Yeah. I think he's a hunter and he's hunting that wolf and whatever else. I should stick to the road, but I don't know where the road is. Oh, and this is a mine on top of it, which means I will definitely want to hit it up.
You don't have room.
I know. Which is why I'll have to ignore the ore. For now. Okay. And yeah. There's the road. Nope, nobody touches the fox. Look at me being all sneaky. Everybody's sleeping. I know somebody's on guard. Damn it. Yeah, you're gonna hurt me. I know there's a couple here. Maybe they are asleep. Maybe. I totally don't need that basket. And all these longbows. Yeah, I hear somebody up there clinking. Dang it. There we go. I hear somebody hammering away up here, which is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. Ouch. Oh, I leveled up. I leveled up. I'll take that and that and that. Leveled up, leveled up. Do do do. Oh wait. Let's see. Can't increase that. What about archery? That's 32 and that required 30, so not enough. What about smithing? We have learned that, but we're only at 20. So can't improve that. Can't improve that. I haven't started alchemy yet. Alright, I'm just going to hold on to that skill point. Ooh, they even have... They have goodies. Look at all this good sellable stuff. Ooh, shiny. Super shinies. But I have no space for them. But I can always come back. All-Star! Is Lydia dead yet?
They can't.
Lydia annoys me. So no, she's still sitting at Balgrove's side. I don't even have a place for her to stay yet.
She makes a great gopher.
I don't know, does she?
She carries shit.
I was hoping those would be health pots, because this guy hits like a dumpster truck. Come on, big boy. Come on out. Come on, big boy. Come into my range. No way. How could he sense me? He did not sense me before now. Come on. Damn it. See? See? Ah, I don't have potions, so
House girls.
I can't use her right now because I'm in the middle of that one quest.
Well, why don't you finish that one?
That's what I'm gonna do now. Since I've saved this location, I think what we're gonna do is now we're gonna change directions. Actually, I need to turn
House
off.
girls are great distractions while you snipe.
Pretty much. I need to go in that direction then, which that is pointing this way. I need to go all the way to there. So we'll start from Fort Greymore and see if I can't figure out, without getting lost for the umpteenth time.
There is much beauty in this place. Welcome to Khajiit's humble camp.
Fortune smiles upon this.
Dance.
Take a look.
I like you. You're cute. What do you have?
Skooma.
I bet he does not have skooma. Lockpicking. That's nice. Kinda would like to have that, but I need that 5,000 for our spaces. I read that, so he can have it. He can have that. He can have that. He can have that. You can have my iron dagger that I made. You can have that. And that. And that. Wolf pelts. Yes. All of those things. Wow, I've almost tapped him out. But that's a good thing.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Of course I will, pretty Khajiit. No, but the dragon bones are good armor for late game. Aren't they all-star, or am I wrong?
No, they're fantastic armor.
Yeah, that's why I hold on to it. But, you know, usually I have a space now. Once I have it... I'm going the wrong bloody way. No, I'm not. It lies. Alright, but I need to actually AFK for like 5 minutes. The call of nature is upon me. So if you'd be so kind as to be patient, I will be right back.
No patient.
Oh,
No patient.
but I must be patient. Just a couple minutes. I will be right back, I promise.
9. Fit. Lies. Really can't.
See, as promised, I was quick.
Nope, that took way too long.
Ulster says it takes ages before you get to the level of Dragonbone gear, and it's just extra weight. I'm kind of torn on that because I've kind of thought the same thing, but I'm so close to... I'm going the wrong bloody way. How do I keep getting turned... Wait. How... I went the wrong dang way. And nobody said anything.
You were talking to Assad last night's chapter. I'm also playing so.
Okay, that's the wrong way. Okay, so this is the correct road. And then I think it's this way. That's what I did. I made a right turn and I should have went this way. I'm sorry your Twitch crashed. I had to stop and have a restroom break. I drank a whole thing of water before I started streaming because my voice is still not stable. It wants to go in and out. You know, I'm still on antibiotics after all this time. It's been a month. So I'm kind of ready to not be sick anymore.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
Oh my god. That guy's crabby. But there's some Nirnroot. I'm gonna take that while we're at it.
Alright then.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, not talking to you. Because I don't think you were grotesque. I just thought you were another dude. You want me to go back and pick on him some more? All-Star wants me to go back and talk to him.
All-Star wants you to go eat him, probably.
Well, that's RimWorld.
Are you finished ogling me? I'm one of the afflicted.
Cannibalistic tendencies transcend game
a
boundaries.
year ago, if not for Periite's protection. Returning to High Rock, our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Periite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
Nope, he wanted me because apparently he gives a quest. Good call. All-Star's on it. Alright, here's Farkas. My current shield, bruh. And a fox. Look at that. There's your fox.
We should keep moving. Until next time.
Ulster says that the refugee is related to a quest that is possibly to one of the evil gods, and who cares about being a good guy, just burn the entire kingdom down. That's the Ulster we all know.
Looks like someone's been digging here, and recently. Tread lightly.
Yes. Treading lightly and looting the things.
Your heals. All.
Yay, potion of healing. And it's not glowing, so we've read that one. Ooh.
Fancy.
I figured we would start getting to where less and less would glow, but you said there's like 800 readable objects and at least 300 books, so I'm pretty sure.
Careful around the burial stones. I don't want to haul you back to Dorchester on my back. Do your worst.
He just stands there and takes it, doesn't he?
Kind of a tank.
Nicely done.
Not really good at the sneak thing, are you, Farkas?
Not really his forte.
Damn it. How am I missing so dang much? It's terrible how much I'm missing. Hey, hanging moss. Alright. Take that. I guess take some of those. And you. And you. Okay. All-Star is talking about the multiplayer that you and Vrelk have been trying to do, but it crashes every time I try to load it. I don't know if I've got a setting wrong, but that play Skyrim together has just not been friendly to me.
Old Norse sacrifice place. Be careful around here. Let's look for a way to open the bars.
Nope. Nope. But yes. But I wish that was a alchemy table instead. That would have been great. Oh hey, free hide. Free potion. Free gold. I'll take it. Now to get caught. But at least I'll get a couple potions. Now look what you've done.
Now look what you got yourself into. No worries. Just sit tight. I'll find a release. What was that?
Doesn't matter. There's that armor. Dies.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
All-Star would not be surprised if I goofed it up. Now let's see, since they attacked my new furry friend... Yes, there's furries in Skyrim. This is awesome.
No, he's a werewolf.
I didn't scare ya.
It's a furry.
Lesson given to some of us.
You're a werewolf. You're a furry.
You're a furry.
That is beside the point.
Only the
See, there's nothing wrong with it, so... You're trying to insult or incite something in me, and I think everyone should be allowed to be just as imaginative with their characters and their ideals as anyone else.
Of course.
So, absolutely zero.
Barbaric. Okay.
Alright, let's... Oh, this is my sneaky character. I gotta be sneaky. Sneaky. Surprisingly, we haven't seen Sneaky the Lost today. I'm wondering what they're up to.
This is unfortunate. No.
Oh no, you don't.
Go ahead, Farkas. Thank you. Good boy. I'll take all of that. My pleasure. being sneaky has its advantages and disadvantages.
I'm going to see what you
I've noticed that he tends to get involved once I'm in trouble.
Who?
Farkas.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
most scholars are at least semi-intelligent enough not to actually go fighting, unless you're fighting.
ooh, potion of haggling, that'll be worth a pretty coin.
Well, no, it'll make everything else worth a pretty coin.
That's your best. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna let Farkas handle things. Werebears and werebores? Ooh, I don't know if I want to know about that. Hi, Farkas. You gonna let me through? Hi. Jump over you then.
If you run into people, they'll right.
There's usually a bag of coins right there, and there was. Ha ha. Oh, this one's the master one. This is the one that took all my lockpicks last time. Cause I gotta. Oh, I'm so close. If I know that it's right there. Dang it. Okay, so we gotta go a little further. Oh! Oh, that felt good. Oh, so good. Oh, that felt lovely.
Something.
It felt good. I usually lose all my lockpicks on that one. Oh, so good. All that jumping around for 2 gold. This is special edition.
Special.
All-Star was wondering what edition I was playing. Give me all your gold. I don't know why I touched it. That was not... See, you notice they give it away. See how they're floating? They're not laying in the crypt, right? So of course I know it's one of the ones that are alive. Yeah. Okay, you deal with that. I wanted to hit this guy first. Ah, Farkas, thank you for handling that. You're handy. I think we'll keep you around for a minute. But I'm still not marrying you. It's Vorstag. It's always going to be Vorstag. He's so sweet. Dang it. Dang it. Come on, you can do this one. There you go. Potion of healing. Moon's here. Yay! One of my awesome sisters from another meester. She's in story time. She's here. Moon, are you gonna stream some Monster Hunter today? What are you thinking? Since it is a game I cannot play. Oh man. Marcus, did you wake them up? Oh, right in the face. Right in the neck, and that's not killing shots?
Yeah, also, she's trying to, she can't seem to make, like, 80% of the mods in the game work, because they don't like her. We tried to make Sky UI work for her, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I thought I had Sky UI on, and I downloaded the file, and all it did was add on, like, Sky UI tweaks and not the actual Sky UI. And then when you tried to fix it or uninstall and reinstall it, it does the same thing over and over again. And like for this challenge, I wanted to use, I'm using Mod Organizer 2. I was using Vortex, but my friend said to use Mod Organizer because it organizes the scripts properly and makes it run better.
Set up by somebody who does know how to use it.
And it still hates me. But the handful of mods I do have are things like, you know, the books glow, which is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see which ones I've read and not read for the... But I still try to keep the immersiveness of the actual game. It did add the mod where females and males are anatomically correct, so I don't know if YouTube's gonna allow these to exist, but hopefully they will. Yeah, Nexus/Vortex mods. That's exactly what I'm using. And then I'm using Mod Manager 2 to organize them, so I think I'm doing everything right. It's just, if I add any other mods like Legacy of the Dragonborn, that completely crashes, and it corrupted all of my saves. Luckily, I was able to get this one back up and running. You did. Thanks for opening the door for me. How chivalric of you. How you doing, Moons?
I'm okay. Like I said, I'm just waiting to see if, waiting for my call about the cat, so, about the cats.
You're getting 2 fuzzies?
I am, 2 babies. I'm gonna be a mommy. Look at that.
Exciting, isn't it?
It is.
I didn't know your apartment let you have fuzz babies.
Well, Alan and Wendy are the landlords, so they're all for it. If it keeps me quiet, they're happy. Literally the word. If it keeps you quiet, we'll be happy. If it keeps you happy, then we're happy. So about these 4th and 5th years. They said, well, hold on, we are quarantined, and I can't do anything about it right this very second, but we were working on it. Because that's why we gave them their own department. I'm like, okay. Forgive him. Oh, you hook it up. Can you put it down?
Look at that, she dead.
2 hours.
Everybody dead. Everybody dead. Everybody, you get it dead. You get deaded. You get deaded. We all get deaded.
You get married.
Right in the knee. And who's stopping me? Are you all up in my... Hey, big, fat, and lumpy. Let's go. Move out the way. Move. My God. What the hell? All up in my grave. There was... Yeah.
Put your weapon away.
He wanted... I think he wanted to get more personal. I mean, he is a marriage candidate, but I always... Again, it's Vorstag or bust, man.
No, it's Vorstag or Agnes.
You know, I haven't tried him yet, but Vorstag is just so sweet.
So I've got a mod where I can marry more than one woman.
I mean, the chicks, they all have annoying voices.
Oh no, I've got a mod for that. I've got a girl that sings to me. I'm happy.
Nice.
She literally sings and she's...
You're like, that's more like it.
Yeah. She's pretty. It's a little glitchy, but she's damn well pretty, and she's worth the glitch.
Is she stacked?
Very much.
That's just how we like them.
I have the atomically correct one. No.
Did you put the jiggly physics in?
Yes, I did.
See, I can't get any of that good stuff to work. I am so denied. Come on.
Well, after your
Further down some more.
There we go.
next one, I intend to
No, other way. There you go.
fucking move, you cunt.
There you go.
Sorry. My ally.
How many times I've done this?
You know, this is I think the furthest I've ever gotten in a Skyrim game, because I honestly didn't know it was this big. I know people are still reeling on that. They're like, that scared me. Well, now.
Hey, Jess, you missed.
I think I died.
Oh shit.
I'm
You turned
dead.
into a werewolf. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Not in this. Not in this one.
Well, you should totally turn into a werewolf.
Nope.
That'll save your bacon a lot.
Nope.
Well.
I'll be back.
Wasn't there another
Sorry,
dude?
it's a slight lag for me because I'm watching it. I'm watching it play, so it's a little bit.
And it's right. There's a 5-second delay, so you're in here and.
You literally just shot your boy in the neck. Your boy crumpled to the ground. Like no, that's it. Bitch, I'm out.
Right. Peace out. Out.
Bitch, I'm against the wall.
I'm dead. I'm deaded.
That was funny.
A little bit.
What? Did they respawn? I can't remember. I don't. Okay.
Did you see them? Did you see them hooker wenches run in and scare the living bejeebers out of me?
Yes.
You know what? It's a good thing I wore the brown pants.
Why you squealed.
I wore the brown pants, okay? You know I'm rarely surprised, and that's surprise.
That got you, didn't it?
It did. I gotta give props. It's surprise. Oh my God! There's 3 of you hookers. All y'all need to. Get out my way and just die. Hi, stop touching me. Consent. I do not give it. Oh, no you don't. Please tell me I have some sort of healing.
Pause. Heal. Women.
Crap.
Choose fire.
I'm dead.
And now they're starting.
Dang it.
I would advise changing to an actual weapon.
That is my actual weapon, wench.
I meant, not what I meant, not what I meant. Sorry. Apologize. Change your ass to a sword and just
I don't have any skills in it.
Neither did I, but I learned.
I don't wanna.
Come on, you gotta take that man's sword and start chopping.
I'm gonna.
And I have more coffee.
Do. I wonder if I could shoot.
Is someone there?
Ooh, you can shoot from here.
Look, it took half her health. You can't see me. You hookers got nothing. You think you got something? You got nothing.
Oh, come
Shoot
on.
you, hooker.
Dang it.
Nope, I don't see. I would advise actually doing that from up there.
I couldn't get through the bars the whole time.
I thought you did. I thought
That one spot, I was in the right spot, but nobody stayed in that range.
That's where you gotta be patient.
Holy crap. We can't take all four.
Jesus, there's four
Come
of
on.
them now.
Yeah, come on back here. Come on, Farkas.
They walked up and didn't see. Fire!
Mm-mm.
Must be my imagination.
They can't see me.
Jesus.
They can't see me. I can't see them.
That poor man.
What was that?
Dude, start swinging.
What was that? What was that?
That's the last of them.
Run off.
Take them on. Okay, got two of them. Got a potion. See? It's about patience. Now we're down to one. See? Patience paid off.
Yes, it did.
Nice shot on my part. Go ahead, pull your bow. You have to come out. Right in her. Look at that, right in her freaking face. Now you did. There we go. We're bloody saving. Nicely done. Woo! Story time's been intense today. They've been only died a couple of
Okay,
times.
Maybe say that. When did you need to say that?
I did. Alright, now we can progress. Nice upskirt shot there. Just showing me the goods. It's alright, go ahead, whatever. Alright, now we haven't found... I've already read 2 stories today, but Storytime has been mostly watching me get scared and die and talk about my failure at finding my way. I went the wrong way twice trying to get here. Twice. Not once, twice. I'm
It's
that... It is a skill. It is a skill.
So what, you getting lost?
Oh boy. Now all those kids came up from down here, right? Yeah, see the door's open. They're not gonna jump at me this time. So let's go ahead and loot. See what we got. Free stuff, free stuff. That's... Oh yeah, I forgot about this one.
Is there a book on the ground?
Not one that was readable. They glow.
Oh.
That was like one of the couple of aesthetic mods I put in. Oh, what the heck? I'm really running out of lockpicks. Better open up. Level up. We're gonna take it. $34 one-handed block, heavy smithing, enchanting. I got all I can in sneak. I haven't gotten any higher enough to do the next one. Oh wait, yes I did. Can't trigger pressure plates. I'll take it. Alright. Nice. Oh, meal, bone meal. Potion of healing. Totally need that. Vargas. Hi! I understand you want to get nice and close and personal, but you're in my way. You're in my way.
Put your weapon away.
It is. See, it was.
No, I mean hit R. Oh. Yeah. Oh, unsneak.
I'm stuck on you. Stop it. You know what? You're landing in a very inappropriate spot. Can you... Vargas! Oh my...
Yeah, told you, unsneak.
You know that moment... There we go. Oh, he wanted me to fuss roda him. You know what? I did not think of that. I totally could have blasted his fat butt out to my way. You know what? If I didn't know any better, I think he has a thing for me. Do I need that key, or can I pick it? Farkas! Out's my gravy, yo! No means no, man. Come on. I mean, I know you like to sniff, but... No, it does require the key. Okay, I'm gonna go get the key now. And some free gold. Wish I didn't need this key, but that's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here. Personal space, indeed. Farkas doesn't understand personal space. He does not understand the concept.
That's a rat.
That'll teach him.
This rat needs to learn some personal space.
Well, he went after the other dude, so I'm kind of okay with it. Now, if I recall correctly, there's more. Oh, missed. There's one more. Come on, fat boy. Now you did. I feel this is rude that I'm looting. Oh, I did not want to pick that up. Oh, Farkas is going to pick it up and hand it to me later. I just know it. It's going to be like, you dropped this. Did you want it?
No.
I'm like, no. Okay, that's empty.
There's linen in the box. There was linen in that box. Next to the door. I am the horrible person for this crap because I take everything.
There's nothing in there.
That little box that you were just at that had the scissors on top?
Yeah, that's just linen wrap.
That's what I just said. There's linen.
Ew, no.
You don't use it? You don't do the crafting like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Plus, you can always come back to these when they're cleared.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
alchemy lab.
Shh, look at that shit.
I need that. We need some healing potions. Oh, I'll take it. That's 2 more potions than I had. Alright. Eep! Right up in my gravy. Stop hitting me, Farkas! Personal space! Oh, why does it always gotta be spiders? Oh, come back, Mr. Eight-Legged Goober.
That'll teach him.
Is that it? 2? We done? Okay. Really? That didn't kill him? Ah, crap. And he brought his friend. I should have taken the ancient Nord arrows. For some reason they don't break, they're still usable. I'm honestly surprised we haven't found any books in here to read. Like, all these ancient tombs. I see lots of ruined books, but you'd think some knowledge would be here. Found a lacking. And things for me to kill. Disturbing. Shouldn't have picked up that war axe. I'm running low on space as it is. Seriously, what's with the lack of things for me to kill? I think we're at the end, but this is the one where you have to like murder everything. First I get a new shout. A new shout! Fire, fire breath. Alright, go on a murder spree. Go enjoy. I'm just gonna let him do all the work. Heavy lifting, so to say. Good lord. Alright. Now, let's start looting some bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
The bodies already hit the floor.
I know, right? All these, look at all these lovely free bone meals and gold and arrows and necklace and gold. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got an amethyst. One of my arrows. Arrows, bone meal, gold. That's quite lovely. Arrow, necklace, gold. You got nothing.
Why do they have necklaces? Is there something they're not telling us?
I know, that one had an ingot on him. I'm like, what were you doing with an ingot?
Something you're not telling us.
I know, right? Alright, that should be the pile. And I've only got 10 minutes left in our stream due to the fact that the bunny has a conference call and can't have a conference call while I'm streaming, as we share an office. And as he's making money and I'm doing this for free, I think his takes precedence.
Yep. Alright. It's true.
It is the truth. So, yeah, because I don't monetize anything I do when it comes to this. I do this for fun and for practice and to hang out with my friends, near and far. You missed the other day. You weren't around, but Shone got his internet back up finally and came around.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna teach you how to use Instagram.
Apparently, I need to learn how to use Instagram.
Yes, you do.
I heard there's this thing called a TikTok, and I know that makes me very old, but I don't see
Don't do it.
I don't see myself learning that. I think that's
Don't
my
do it.
life. Huh?
Don't do it.
Okay, see, I don't intend to. All right.
We need to
Don't
get back
don't
to
do it.
Norvasker.
Don't risk your life like that.
I want you to make sure you're honorable.
I made
All
a
right,
mistake
let's
with
go
you.
back to Whiterun. Become an official companion, but not a werewolf, and then that might be a good stopping point, maybe.
Anyways, I made the mistake of getting on TikTok, and I sorely regret it because I'm just sitting and all of a sudden I just pull up TikTok and like fucking 2 hours go past. I'm like, where the hell did the time go? So, don't do it.
Go talk to him at Fort Dawnguard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
It's a really good-looking orc for an orc.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not bad. Not bad, son. For an orc. And All Stars right, those books were exposed to the elements, but a lot of those crypts were pretty sealed. Which is why I was like, I'm kind of surprised that nothing survived. But we're about to go into your Vasker, which means we'll get one more book in and we'll call it a day.
You going to see the king? The one you just...
We're gonna join the companions. I'm just not going to turn into a werewolf. Once I get further in the story, I'm going to make a poll and see what is decided on vampires versus werewolves.
Brothers and sisters of the circle, today we welcome a new soul to our mortal fold.
I always pick the van.
Endured, has challenged, and has shown her valor. Who will speak for her?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your
There's no choice besides the werewolves.
I would stand at her
The vampires come with too many negatives. Far too many negatives.
That's true. You can only go around at night.
Yeah. That's
Unless
it.
you have a hood.
Even if you've got a hood, usually.
I would lead the song of
Maybe that's
triumph
her
as
mom.
our meat hall reveled in her stories.
Then the
I know.
judgment of this circle is complete. Her heart beats fury and courage.
Yeah, but I don't have your armor.
Since the days the distant used
I do like their armor.
beat with ours,
Hmm.
the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble and call. It shall be
She looks
so.
like she's so
Well,
angry.
girl, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint.
I'm not gonna disappoint.
Looks so mad.
Who does?
But you guys just walk past you that had the torch.
Oh yeah, they're always crabby.
Some people don't think I'm smart. We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle out in the Pale. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
Got it. I gotta brawl somebody and kick their booty. I can do that. I can kick their booty. Let's go inside, read a quick book, and wrap this up, because, man, we did a long time without a book. And I know this place has books that we have not read. See? Books. Let's see. Choice is Brief History of the Empire version 3, Darkest Darkness, Mixed Until Tactics, Thief.
Darkest Darkness.
Alright. It has been spoken. Darkest Darkness by Anonymous. In Morrowind, both worshippers and sorcerers summon Lesser Daedra and Bound Daedra as servants and instruments. Most Daedric servants can be summoned by sorcerers only for brief periods, within the most fragile and tenuous frameworks of command and binding. This fortunately limits their capacity for mischief, though in only a few minutes most of these servants can do terrible harm to their summoners as well as their enemies. Worshippers may bind other Daedric servants to this plane through rituals and pacts. Such arrangements result in the Daedric servant remaining in this plane indefinitely, or at least until their bodily manifestations on this plane are destroyed, precipitating their supernatural essences back to oblivion. Whenever Daedra are encountered at Daedric ruins or in tombs, they are almost invariably long-term visitors to our plane. Likewise, lesser entities bound by their Daedric lords into weapons and armor may be summoned for brief periods, or may persist indefinitely, as long as they are not destroyed and banished. The class of bound weapons and bound armors summoned by temple followers and conjurers are examples of short-term bindings. Daedric artifacts like Mehrunes' Razor and the Mask of Clavicus Vile are examples of long-term bindings. The Tribunal Temple of Morrowind has incorporated the veneration of Daedra as lesser spirits subservient to the immortal Elmsilvi, the triune godhead Alvmalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek. These subordinate Daedra are divided into the good Daedra and the bad Daedra. The good Daedra have willingly submitted to the authority of Elmsilvi. The bad Daedra are rebels who defy Elmsilvi, treacherous kin who are more often adversaries than allies. The good Daedra are Boethia, Azura, and Mephala. The Hunger is a powerful and violent lesser Daedra associated Boethia, father of plots, a sinuous, long-limbed, long-tailed creature with a bee-skulled head, noted for its paralyzing touch and its ability to disintegrate weapons and armor. The Winged Twilight is a messenger of Azura, goddess of dusk and dawn. Winged Twilights resemble the feral harpies of the West, though the feminine aspects of the Winged Twilights are more ravishing, and their long, sharp, hooked tails are more immeasurably and more deadly. Spider Daedra are the servants of Mephala, taking the form of spider humanoid centaurs, with a naked upper head, torso, and arms of human proportions, mounted on the 8 legs and armored carapace of a giant spider. Unfortunately, these Daedra are so fierce and irrational that they cannot be trusted to heed the commands of the spinner. As a consequence, few sorcerers are willing to either summon or bind such creatures in Morrowind. The bad Daedra are Mehrunes Dagon, Malakath Sheogorath, and Molag Bal. 3 lesser Daedra are associated with Mehrunes Dagon, the agile and pesky Scamp, the ferocious and beast-like Clanfear, and the noble and deadly Dramora. The crocodile-headed humanoid Daedra, called the Daedroth, is a servant of Molag Bal, while the giant but dim-witted Ogrim is a servant of Malakath. Sheogorath's lesser Daedra, the Golden Saint, a half-clothed human female in appearance, is highly resistant to magic and a dangerous spellcaster. Another type of lesser Daedra often encountered in Morrowind is the Atronach, or elemental Daedra. Atronachs have no binding kinship or alignments with the Daedra lords, serving one realm or another at whim, shifting sides according to seduction, compulsion, or opportunity. Interesting choice.
It stops glowing.
It stops. That's why I picked that, so that way see the ones that are ones that we've already read in this playthrough. So we've got more. So every time we come back, we'll read another and another and another.
Until they stop glowing.
That's right. There's over 300 books and over 800 things to read. Okay, now that we've got that, I need to go pick up my partner to go help me kill that one dude for Falkreath. And we are, I believe, going to have to stop. Let me walk over here.
I'm actually gonna
Tap on Talos, and then we're gonna stop the stream. Pick up, unfortunately, Lydia, who is my only companion, but at least she doesn't die right out the gate. And so tomorrow we shall continue. And because we've entered this hall, there will be glowing books for us to read to start our next stream. So this is a great place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So let me grab Lydia and tell her to follow me. And we're going to click the save. We're going to save. And we're going to go to the main menu. Alright, everybody. I appreciate your time. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Until now, take care.